Welcome, partners and paladins, to episode 20 of Dion Rising! Oh my god, we made it. Okay, yeah, this is the 20th episode of a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play campaign brought to you by the Knights of D20. Beautiful people. As usual, before we begin casting darkness and throwing darts, we have a few announcements brought to you by a friend of mine who I suspect is a changeling pretending to be a real boy. Bobby, please hit us with those sweet, sweet announcements we all love so much.
Yes, so this is our 20th episode, and also, as we were getting ready, I do want to give a big shout out to Lima Bean Deathboy, who became our 90th follower. That means a lot to us. Thank you all for following us and kind of just watching us do stupid shit online. We heart you, we love you. But to the news, in Mod Pod tomorrow, me and Dane are going to be hanging out talking about fighters. So if you play a fighter, you want to play a fighter, and you have no idea what they do, come over to our YouTube tomorrow, and you can learn all about fighters, what we like about them, what we don't like about them. I'll give you hints. I don't think there's anything we don't like about them. So it was a lot of fun hanging out with Dane. It was so much fun that I'm actually going to be hanging out with him on Wednesday also for tea time as we wrap up this arc of our adventure in the Hells with our paladin. Casting friendship with the absence of our lovely Melanie, who is currently out on a solo adventure. There will not be a new episode because they didn't record one. And when it comes to book club, we are going to be having a small group of us who read the A Court of Rose and Thorns book, where we're going to kind of talk about that. Some of you might know that's the book that actually spawned the book club. So it's going to be kind of fun now that I've finally gotten finished with it after reading a whole bunch of other books that kind of interrupted that process. As always, if you are not on our Discord, head on down there. We share memes, we throw news out for the show, pictures of our pets. If you want to be the first to see our new character art once Kara gets that done, because she does all of our amazing character work. So give her a shout out if you like it, or even if you don't, just like it anyway, because she's amazing. So that is where we are going to have our first views of that once it is done. So head on down there and you can hang out with us, send us questions, let us know what you think. But with that, I am going to send it back over to our dungeon mother so she can get us on our way.
Thank you, Bobby. And thank you all again for joining us as we embark on an epic adventure in the world of Dion, where heroes rise, dangers abound, and legends are born. Players, dice at the ready. Yeah. Okay, recap. In episode 19, the heroes of Tuzenkin made it through the Hell's Swamp waypoint to reach the Obsidian Vault, where they have been tasked with retrieving the Chains of Dominion, which were stolen from their devil ally Solvok. The chains are the key to commanding a hellish army, which the group would like to use in order to help defend Dion from an impending demonic incursion, possibly even a demon-celestial war that might be on the horizon. The group scouted out the island vault building, fought their way past some deadly animated chains and even deadlier Rudderkin demons, which were guarding the only entrance. We ended with the party making it into the vault, standing at the top of a spiral staircase that descends into the dark below. Gang, you catch your breath and listen for the sounds of more approaching enemies. And you hear nothing but the echoing drip, drip, drip of demon ichor blood that has spread across the floor and falls in viscous drops down into the dark stairwell. How would you like to proceed?
I would like to lean forward into the stairs and say, "Hello, hello, hello," and see if anyone responds.
Roll perception.
Ooh. Never mind that, it's a 3.
You hear, hello, 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 and it sounds so much like you. Crazy.
Oh my goodness!
There's somebody down there.
In there, and he sounds really cute.
Bula just grabs Maraway's arm and pulls him back. What are you doing?
I was saying hello to see if anyone was down there.
Remember that
everything that's come up those stairs so far has not been something that we want to say hello to.
Do we remember that whole conversation? That whole conversation about being stealthy?
Didn't say hi. We didn't say hi to them when they came up the first time. Maybe they were just grumpy.
You know what? I'm going to go say hi with my fists, and then
I don't
Going
think
on
that
down
would
the
be
stairs?
necessarily effective.
yeah, Zana's
but
gonna go.
okay.
He's like, my spell only lasts 10 minutes. I gotta go.
Alrighty. Do you all follow as Zada starts his way down these metallic spiral stairs? Okay. They go deep, deep into the earth. The walls are this, like, mucusy, wet swamp mud that's just kind of, like, supported with these, like, beams of obsidian rock all the way up, just kind of keeping the muddy walls from falling in. And you go down, 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 down this spiral staircase. You come out on a landing, and it looks to be, as you've gone deeper into the earth, it's very dark. It's dimly lit by these, like, veins of sort of acidic green light in the mud. And that continues in the walls of this hallway that you land in. And this hallway goes down, and it looks like it splits 2 directions. But it's just dimly lit with this green, nasty-looking light. And the floor is made of this, like, black marble with gold veining in tiles.
I'll switch to fire form and then just create some like small embers around me as I kind of light up the area like a nightlight.
If
for people
my
that can't see.
if my I think my divine weapon is still active as well. It's also giving off like 20 feet of bright light, I think, and then a little bit of dim light as well. Double check that.
I have dark vision.
Me
Yeah.
too.
You hush. You
Most of
hush.
us do. There's a couple of us that,
Yeah.
that don't.
Just a regular person, okay? Leave me alone.
Must suck not to use your eyeballs for free.
Normally, for where I'm from, it's just normally always twilight outside, so we don't really need to see in the dark.
I have bright light in 20 feet radius and then dim light 20 feet beyond that.
Okay.
From me.
Who's in the front? Who's leading
Zada.
this pack?
Zada.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would love to cast Legacy Resistance on him in case he has to make any daring saving throws here in the near future.
Sounds about right. When in doubt, go left. So just
Yeah,
go
the
left.
hallway is about 5 to 10 feet wide, give or take. The walls are kind of naturalistic, but roughly at least 5 feet wide in every spot.
Zada knows exactly where he's going, so he just goes left.
You go to the end of the hallway and take a left?
Yeah.
Okay, roll perception.
11.
Okay. Who's behind Zada?
It is me.
Yeah. Let's say Killian's probably at the back because he was making sure that Kittenberry, is in with us.
Yeah,
Okay,
Kit
well, if
Mary
you're
will-
taking up the back, then I would probably be behind Eidos in front of Marway.
I'll say Seraphina's beside me.
Cool. All right, Eidos and Seraphina, then both of you go ahead and roll a perception check as well, as Zada says, we're going left, for no apparent reason.
When in doubt, go left. Alright, so that's a 16 for Kados. This one. And a 16 for Seraphina. Wild.
Okay. You have a split second as Zada just kind of charges ahead, and you knowing him, you're keeping a bit of a more keen eye out on what you're walking into. And you hear down the hallway that you've all turned down this left-hand hallway, some, like, demonic voices. And Seraphina would recognize that they're speaking Infernal. If she still has, does she still have the comprehend languages on?
Ooh, how long does that last?
I don't remember.
It's only an hour, I believe.
Did she use it? Yeah, she didn't use it
Oh,
last
it's-
time.
The previous day, yeah.
Yeah, it's been long gone.
But you hear just distant voices, a couple, like, deep masculine voices conversing
Did
down
she
the hallway.
get the
that you
ability to understand Infernal when she got the tongue?
Or was that just talk?
The split
She-
tongue.
Oh yeah,
Right.
her still-
You can choose to use it to speak in Infernal to get someone to not lie to her.
Oh,
Doesn't
But
necessarily.
she,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So she can't understand it though.
Okay.
She can just talk it on occasion.
Has no idea what she's saying.
Ados is just gonna reach forward and smack Zada on the shoulder. Wait, there's voices down there.
Perfect. That's where we need to go.
God
should we
damn
go
it.
say hello to them?
Do not say hello. They're speaking in Infernal.
Okay.
You take a look around. You look behind you now that you've turned left. You look down the right-hand hallway. It seems to be quieter.
I say we go right. There's nobody down there that we can hear anyway.
Don't we want to go to the people that are talking to see if they have the stuff? Or just beat them so we don't have to later?
And I mean, they could be friends. We don't know them yet.
I don't think friends are gonna live here, Marway. Everything is
don't-
wet.
We haven't seen a
I'm-
lot of friends. in
To
this
be
area.
fair, we're all here and we're friends. We
Yeah,
didn't
but-
necessarily choose to be here. We just happen to be here.
We broke into somebody else's house, right? If you go to your bully's house and you go inside, they don't become friends. They're still bullies. So no, I don't think that we're gonna make any friends here.
We
However-
did do a little bit of B&E, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We were definitely not invited. I say we go right. If there's nobody there and there's no chains there, then we'll know that we have to go left. And, you know, we all got our steps in.
We'll
No
just
harm
go
lost.
stealth ahead and look at it. Just see what it is.
To the right or to the left?
Left. Where I heard the voices. Let's go to the voices.
I changed my
I-
mind. He's getting guidance with stealth. we're switching that up real quick.
All right. Okay. Zod, are you going alone? Is anybody going with him, or are you just gonna stealth ahead and try and scout?
Yeah, Ados just turns around and goes like, what the hell to everybody else.
Yeah,
I'm going to have Eden go with him on his shoulder, so I
Okay.
can see through his eyes or through her eyes.
Sure. Stealth.
Chiffon says, "Oh, wait. If you don't mind, I have a feeling I could probably do this just a slight bit better than Zata. Maybe, perhaps?
Oh, don't say that in front of Zada.
I don't know about that. If Zada gets punched in the face, he's just gonna chuckle. If you get hurt, it might hurt you a lot more.
That is fair. I did not want to get punched in the face. No, so Zata, go ahead, go get punched. Bye.
18.
Alright.
18. Okay, fabulous.
Was that with
Yeah.
guidance?
Nice.
I rolled
you-
kind of low.
You managed to very, very light-footed, stepping on this hard granite-like floor. Even your party can't quite hear your footsteps walking away from them when you're close by, and soon enough you're up against the wall, pressed down, and you get to the end of this hallway, and you take a peek around, and it looks to be like just a very small chamber with some like small chairs, a cot. There's like a few weapons laying around. Very like hellish metals and rusty blades. And you see in two of the chairs, as you very slowly peek around the corner, trying not to let your movement give you away, you see two smaller demons of some kind. I'm not sure or devils of some kind. I'm not sure that Zada would know exactly what kind they are.
I do have religion as a, like, I did proficient
Well,
in religion.
Welcome to try and roll for religion to try and figure out if you know what kind they are.
It's not high, but I am proficient. Yeah, it's a 5. I rolled
Yeah.
a 3. Yep.
Yeah, so what you do see, they're just like very spiky, relatively small, especially compared to you. I mean, yeah, you know that they're devils or demons of some kind. I'm not sure that with that 5 you would know much more than that.
Yep.
They're kind of like these blue-skinned, little purpley skinned little things.
Okay. How
And they're
close
just
is-
kind of sitting there speaking quietly to each other in Infernal.
Okay. How close is, like, one of the weapons? Like, the demonic weapons?
The weapons are on a table next to them. They appear to be their weapons.
Their weapons. How big are they? Like, 3 or 4 feet? 5 feet? 6 feet?
The weapons are the creatures.
Creatures.
Oh, they're like 3 feet.
Oh, they're tiny.
Yeah, they're little.
It's little babies.
Yeah, he's gonna stealth, try to grab one of their weapons,
The weapons are past them. Once you step into this room, they will see you. The weapons are directly next to them on a table.
Okay.
And they're facing like toward kind of the middle of the room. It's only with that 18 that you've managed to get this far without being seen.
Okay. I guess I'll like let Eden look so that Marley can see, so he can kind of give them a rundown of what's happening.
So it looks like there's 2 little guys there, and they're having themselves a little chitty chat, and it doesn't look like their weapons are on them.
Oh, so Zada's
Like,
about to kill
maybe it's
them.
like
Is
a
that what's
party.
going to happen? Defenseless creatures? Zada's going to be all over that.
Right.
Who says they're defenseless? Just because they're small doesn't mean that they're not going to be difficult. Have you ever tried to tackle a rabies or a raccoon with rabies? Mm-mm.
Can't say I have.
Yeah, me either, but
Well, they're little, but it's still not fun.
Well, if somebody's gonna attack these rabid raccoons, it'll be Zada, and let's just leave him to it.
could I start heading down the other hall then?
Yep. Should we just go? Should we just go?
Just leave them there. Good luck, man.
Zada,
Good luck.
you notice that Eden leaves your shoulder and starts flying back to the group.
Don't do it, man. I know it's shiny,
If I
but
egg him on, he'll do it. I've egged him on every time he's done stupid shit.
Sonic can move really fast.
Oh my
So
God.
fast. So fast.
So he's gonna run in, grab their weapons, and
God.
take off before they can do anything. And
jackass.
you step in the wind,
Such a bad idea.
disengage.
Before you do that, can I describe the weapons that you're risking it all for?
Yeah.
So these are little 3 foot tall devils or demons of some kind. Their little tiny hands are just not very big. And they're each fighting with what would appear to be like large forks.
Mhm.
Like
But it's a trophy that he can collect. That's from hell.
okay.
And he's never had anything from hell before.
Oh my gosh.
We've
Go
been-
outside and pick a blade of grass or something.
Yeah, we've been in hell for days. Why now?
For a day.
Why
That's
didn't you
grass
grab
and stuff.
something earlier?
And
Nothing has had
Right.
anything on it that he could actually take.
The fork is your trophy
First-
of choice, huh?
First
Yeah.
character death, episode 20, right before the break.
Okay. So what we're gonna do. Good lord. I'm gonna roll both of their dexterity to see if either of them can even scoop up their weapons based on the shock of you charging in. Because it takes you running across the room to get to them. Good gravy.
This is
Uh,
about
first-
to become like a wrestling check as he tries to wrestle these forks out of these poor little demons' hands.
So the first one got an 8 on dex. So you managed to scoop up one, and you are standing there looking down at these small, scared devil things. And the other one got a dirty 20. So he has his fork, and he's coming at you fast with a, for lack of a better word, fork attack.
Mhm.
Zada's getting forked.
Since I am using the dash action to move, they do have disadvantage because I'm going to be taking off.
Okay, roll again. So
Well,
it's a good thing it was disadvantage because it was a nat 20.
Hmm.
But the second roll was a 16 to hit.
doesn't
With
hit.
disadvantage. Okay. All right.
I also
Uh,
do have my spell still going too. That they have disadvantage on celestials, fiends, celestials, and all that good stuff.
Why does this feel so much like beating up a nerd? It feels like you just
Would there happen to be a locker for him to shove them in anywhere in the
Oh my
vicinity?
dorks.
By chance?
Man,
is this your weapon?
Wait, there's a
idiot?
dirty toilet in the corner. You could give them a
there you go.
swirly if you were
There
into
you
it.
go. Perfect.
Okay, yeah, and I rolled for both of their initiative, and so that one went, because it rolled very high initiative, but now it's your turn before the other one has a chance to react.
I'll punch that one in the face.
The one that's armed or the one that's unarmed?
I thought you were
The
running
one that's
away.
unarmed. The one that's unarmed. I can still move. I still have my bonus action to get out. I'm gonna give him a nice little punch before I go.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
I'll switch to thunder because I knew that worked actually last time. So
Do you
Yeah,
want
that's
to
like
also
a
kick some
26.
puppies or?
A 26. Okay, yeah, that hits for sure.
I love how
That's
all
6
Kara has to
points.
do to make us sympathetic for devils and demons is say they're tiny, and we're just
They're
like,
just tiny.
"You can't hurt them."
Zada's like,
I
no.
believe for
They get
once
punched
we're
in the
tiny-
face.
little tiny hands, and that's when I
Little
knew
tiny
that this
hands
was
are
wrong.
what did it.
Zada, what was that damage?
That's 6 points of damage. Thunder damage.
Okay. Okay. It goes flying back into the muddy wall and hits it with a... falls to the floor, very limp. Not dead, not unconscious, just shocked.
Oh, this is a lot
Mostly.
easier. I'll just use a bonus action, and then I will use Flurry of Blows, and I'll just punch
Oh
the
my
other
Oh
one.
my god, dude! Dang,
We're changing your alignment.
yeah,
Right.
They're demons! And
I
I
hate-
am a
I
god!
don't care.
My god doesn't like demons.
That doesn't
Same
make you
time.
good.
Doesn't make me evil.
Doesn't make you good.
I wasn't saying I'm good. Zada was never good.
That
He's
that neutral meter is just ticking towards
Yeah.
evil real fast.
Hey, I punched a lot of people that did bad things, and these are also things that have done bad things.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
we done it.
accumulating
These guys
karma
have done
here.
nothing.
It's an accumulation of karma on this
They're
one.
going to go to the union about this. File a complaint
Hey,
with
the
HR.
only union that I know is a union, and they're not nice people.
The union.
Yeah, the
Union. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll for that flurry of blows. Why the heck not?
13.
13 hits.
poor dude. He's just leaning up, sitting against the
Eight.
wall after getting a concussion.
No, I'm punching the other kid.
Taking
One
their
Oh, okay.
The other kid, he almost said.
The other
He almost
kid,
said the other kid.
That's
he
what he wanted it to
recognizes
be.
what he's doing.
Yeah.
that- 8 points of thunder damage.
To the other one, to the one that has his fork.
Yeah.
Okay.
These
yeah.
guys are just taking their hell-approved
Kara,
lunch
now's
break
the time
here, and
to
they're
say
getting
like,
punched.
"Oh, they have magical armor. You take the damage back." Like, come on, punish this.
These are just normal dudes. They're janitors.
They're still demons.
Is
They
this where we start
still-
the Death Star argument of the janitors on the Death Star?
Yeah, exactly. They're just trying to do their job. And
You
this,
see that it's
big
not
ass-
actually forks, it's actually like
Just
mops,
remember,
brooms.
all demons and devils will take human souls. I'm just saying.
There's
All of-
no
all
such
of them?
thing as true evil.
Anything else you'd like to do, Zada?
Are they still alive?
Yeah.
I'll punch it again.
Oh,
Flurry of
my
blows. I have 2 more attacks.
Sure.
That's only a 2.
oh
That's a
dang.
9. That's a 9 to hit.
No.
Alright.
No gravy. Now are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. They are both going to take their turn to do a flyby. They do not provoke an opportunity attack as they fly out of your reach, so they are going to use all of their movement. And they are, at this point, screaming in Infernal. You all, as you were starting to walk down the other hallway, you hear their screams before you see them at full speed, flying away as fast as they possibly can. And you hear, after a moment, reciprocal screams, deeper, bigger, louder, from the hallway you are walking down.
Well, here comes Mama Bear.
I hope he's happy.
What you do notice, you guys have been walking as Zada's been punching, and you've gotten to the hall that you went down was a little bit shorter than the one Zada is down, and you've gotten to another fork. And it appears there's a door at one end, and the long hallway, which you're hearing the deeper noises coming from, at the other.
little poopy.
What do you all do as this is all happening?
Killing's gonna go to not the screaming, giant bellowing terror down the hall that direction. He's gonna say, what would Zada do? And I'm gonna do the opposite and go that go the quiet way.
Go toward the door.
Yeah,
Your
whichever.
logic is undeniable. I follow.
All right, you all go rushing toward the door. Killian, you try the handle. It is unlocked,
Um,
and it's a large stone door.
large stone door. Okay. All right. So, is there like any way to? Oh well, I guess we don't hear anything. I'll just go in.
Yeah, you push this stone door open. You come into what appears to be like a smaller sort of vault-ish room. This place is clearly made for storage, for protecting items, for isolating things or people. It looks like there's a couple like cell-type rooms within this room, like smaller rooms within it, with lockable doors. And you notice that this door is barrable from the inside. It has this large bar that you could drop down into holds.
So we could all lock ourselves in here and let Zada run around.
I hate to be that person, but he got exactly what he wanted. And now we can get exactly what we want.
You all, as you're debating this with this door open, the two small demons go zooming around the corner, screaming for their whatever is coming down the hall toward y'all. It's still not close enough. It's still pretty far, whatever the big thing is. And Zada is hot on their tails, I imagine. Unless, Zada, you don't give chase.
No, they have to move over 160 feet to outpace me.
They're make it to the hallway, and you are right behind them. You are right there. But your friends are all like, we're closing the door!
Can I like grab him as he goes by?
You could try and grapple him. It'll be contested unless if Zada tries to fight you.
Why don't we grab the two little guys, bring them in here, and interrogate them instead of just beating the shit out of them before we ask them
Mama
anything?
Bear is about to be coming in here to get them.
Well, Mama Bear's coming in either way. She can either come with these two little guys, or we can at least prepare ourselves.
You've got a split second to decide. What are you going to do? You going to grab the little ones and hide, or are you going to...
Yeah, I'll try to punch them, and then I'll give them the strength saving throw to pull them towards me. I still have elemental, so I have 15 feet of reach. So
I'm just saying, you don't have to punch them. You could just grapple them. You're
he
right
gets to
there.
punch them.
I want to take out one and grab one.
If you knock him out, we can't ask him anything.
Yeah. I'll just grab one.
Just gonna grab the one and not the other. Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab the one.
Okay. All right. I'll roll a strength save on one of their parts.
As a monk, I can use dexterity, I think, to grapple. So I will do that.
Good.
17.
I rolled a 19.
Nice.
You go to reach for the unarmed one, and it just slips right between your paws.
No, it doesn't.
Quickly.
No, it doesn't. With Eden, I'm going to go ahead and use my burst of ingenuity to add 2 to that roll to equal it.
Okay. Zada, you managed to grapple it just so with a quick burst of energy from Eden. That you can feel warm your muscles and kind of give you that extra twinge of strength. Or of quickness.
I'll grab the little unarmed one. I'll grab it, like go into the room, but I'm gonna look at the other one and be like,
it is screaming so loud, and it goes flying toward the big noises. You guys all duck inside and bar the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. You bar the door. This room is also dimly lit, but yeah, there are a couple like wood and iron sort of cell-like rooms. A couple like empty crates and things, like a metal box that appears to have been broken open long ago.
Maybe we should put this thing in one of those cells, Zada, while you have a hold of it.
I look around for something. Oh, I'll just ask Seraphina to use her rope to tie it up. Her magic rope.
There's a cell right over there.
Yeah, but it's a tiny thing. Can it get through the doors or the things? If it's tied up, it can't do anything.
Okay. Seraphina will say, "Hold him still," and then start tying him up.
Uncanny.
Thank you. I know you guys thought it couldn't get better than last time, but I really tuned in to what makes Seraphina Seraphina, you know?
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I imagine you were in the mirror, like, practicing this beforehand.
Yeah, you really got your essence.
Thank you. It's method acting. That's my secret.
It works.
Thank you.
Okay. Killian, you hear as Seraphina is tying this thing up, it is just cursing filthily at you all in Infernal. It is. I'm not gonna repeat what it's saying. It is angry. It's got a little bit of fight in it, but it's also like it knows it's outnumbered and outsized, and it's just waiting for whatever's gonna come and save it.
So Killian will, while this thing's tied up, kind of just brandish his, still, as long as it's only been 10 minutes, still a lit whip with divine energy, and just kind of like hold it close to this thing's face, and just say, "What is down the hall?"
Can I give guidance for intimidation, please?
Sure. Yeah. And Killian, go ahead and roll on intimidation. It sounds like that's what you're trying to do here.
Yeah. So you gave me guidance, Marway?
Mhm.
Alright. Ooh, 1922.
That'll do. It kind of shrinks back and spits at you a little bit.
Hmm.
And it says, down which hall, human filth?
The hall you were trying to fly down.
Oh. Hall. And it cackles a little bit more. And it says, just a few of my friends. A few of my colleagues.
And what was that large crying sound? Whose... Is that, another colleague of yours?
This is a demon, right?
Devil creature?
Devil.
This is... Killian would recognize this as a devil rather than a demon.
The forked tongue only works on devils or demons.
Correct.
Okay, cool. That's all you're killing.
Yeah, with that high intimidation roll, it's saving grace. You can tell in this moment is that, he thinks that his colleagues down the hall, the big roaring noise, is the strongest thing he's seen, but yet you guys are scarier. And so it's starting to, like, falter, and it's got a very, like, false facade of this, like, laughing bravado. But it is trembling in the ropes, in Zada's grip. And it says, it's just some of the vault guards come to do their job.
And how many are down there?
Some 6, some 7, some 8. Before you get to the vault door, at least.
And what's waiting behind the vault? The vault doors. And I, like, press the divine whip into him.
The general, he'll deal with you. The general and his pet, his favorite.
And then I'll relay everything to the rest of the party. Seems as though there's a few people in front of the vault door, and then seems to be the general is behind the vault door with some kind of pet as well.
And we're sure that's where they're keeping the chains?
I would keep a chain. It would be in a vault. Something important.
Ask him where the chains are.
Where are the chains?
Where is she? Where is she? Where is she?
I'll tell you where the chains are if you let me out.
Yeah.
I haven't done my job. I must away. Or what's worse than you will end me.
And you confirm if the chains are in the vault with the general.
The chains are how the general keep me here, and the rest of us. The chains are why we guard the vault.
And Keelan will just look over to Zada, be like,
Wait. That was not really a straight answer.
Suspicions are in the vault, goddamn!
like, wow, he spoke common.
You
That was
made this
amazing.
literal.
Oh god. He's so aggressive, but he's so tiny, so it's cute.
So angry, so full of rage.
We must keep him.
He says, "You want to keep Azizezozu?"
As is.
That's your name?
That's the name.
We're not keeping him. That's too long.
Your name is probably
He's to be
stupid.
trusted.
We shall now just call him Zez from now on.
After hearing that the general has a pet, Maroe is going to go ahead and call both Huthamer and Siege to his side, just so our numbers are strong enough to contend.
All right.
You hear at this point, you hear pretty heavy footsteps outside. The door was closed before, and you hear the footsteps run. You hear a couple of those deep voices. Killian, you hear them saying, like, the screaming stopped. Where were they? Where did you last see them? But the voices approach and then shrink as if they're getting further away.
Oh, that's good. Now we can just go directly to the vault. See, I helped.
Ask him if that's the only way into the vault.
Is this the only way into the vault? just like around his neck.
It's probably me. He says, there are many ways into the vault. All halls lead to the vault. Some halls are better than others.
Which is the best way? Just keep choking this thing.
And it's slapping around. Now who's the mean man?
I was about to say.
I wasn't actually slapping.
We all got little guy beating up fever.
I feel sorry for this poor guy. I'm like actively not able to look at this. Just sitting there like petting Siege in my happy place surrounded by my fae friends.
Azizezozu says, they're all kind of shitty, honestly. Traps and guards. Although now I think most of the guards are down here, so this is probably the bad hall at this particular moment. I don't know the routes of all the guards. It's not gonna be fun.
Well, have him just take us there. I mean, he knows the traps, so he can tell us where to get over the traps. And then we'll let him go. After
You take me to the general. General undoes Azizezozu. I don't want to be undone.
We won't go. We'll let you go before we get to the vault. Like, you just get us to the vault door, then we'll let you go.
Just don't want to spring the traps.
You lie. You lie.
I mean, your choice is either that or get punched in the face to oblivion. So
You already punched me in the face to oblivion.
No, you'll
You
be
lie.
dead. You'll be dead. You will.
Devil, I cannot be dead. I can only be undone. You idiot. Spits at you.
I'm pretty sure if you die in hell, you will die forever.
He's feisty.
Killian's having a hard time translating all this back and forth.
I mean, we'll just take you with us. I mean, you can just go there. If you don't tell us, we'll just take you there anyways to get on Maid. So your choices are do it or don't.
Like, so stressed out. He's getting a little loud. You have to like cover his mouth because you hear the voices at the end of the hall. Sounds like they're like down toward the room now. Eventually he like bites your hand and shakes you off and says, "You take me. You let me fly away before you open vault door. I get you.
100%.
Azizezozu will get you to vault door.
Yeah.
Azizezozu hates you and hopes you die. But okay.
Mutual feeling.
We make devil's deal?" Sticks his little hand out between the ropes.
Sure.
I'm not shaking his hand.
I'm not touching that thing.
It says, "I wash hands in acid pools. Very clean."
Shake his hand, Zada. Let's do this.
Sure. Grab his little tiny hand.
Shakes your hand. You've
Made a
supposedly
deal.
maybe convinced him to help you.
Made a deal with the devil.
A little bit.
We've already made a couple deals with the devil. It's fine.
Little tiny
One
cute
more at
devil.
this point.
Okay,
Alright.
goodness. Okay.
When I become a general of this army, you're gonna be my page, just so I can fuck with you the entire time.
Highly immoral. Yeah.
Immoral and evil. I like it.
Thank you. Oh, so close.
he's a demon. Of course he likes it.
All right, lead the way, ZZ Zazu. Let's do this.
I'm just calling him
This
Zez
is
from
it's
now on.
not that hard.
No, you're just Zez now. Go Zez.
What is your name? Something stupid like Fur Cat?
Oh, he does look
Got him.
like a cat, doesn't he?
I believe he is a cat.
I'm not a cat.
Not a cat.
Big stupid cat. He goes and he like reaches up to try and take the bar off of the door. He can't. He's like he can reach it. He can like touch the bottom of it, but his fingers are just kind of like scraping it. His little fingernails. He can't like actually like lift it up off the door.
You almost got it. Just a little bit more.
I'm
You got this.
trying. Do it, big stupid cat.
Sure.
Backs up. Is he still tied up, or did you untie him?
Seraphina will untie him. Yeah.
No. Just make it a collar now. Just put it like around his neck so he
Ooh.
can't get far.
Nasty. Yeah, I do that.
Seraphina's into it.
When she does that, he says, "I don't hate this either."
Nobody does when I tie the knots.
Yeah, he tries to open the door, but is unsuccessful.
I'll open
Steps
the door.
down so someone else can do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. You crack the door open, and sound is let in a little bit better, a little bit more clearly. Back down the hallway where you found them, Sada, you can see very far down there in the distance. One person just sort of standing outside of that room. Person is a loose word. A figure, a bipedal
Got it.
figure of some sort, standing there, just kind of silhouetted in the dim light, and kind of sort of standing there like they're maybe listening or just watching. And you hear the sound of just sort of like arguing back and forth, again in Infernal, so you can't quite make out the gist of it, but another familiar, smaller voice and one of the bigger, deeper voices sort of coming from down the hallway down there.
Whisper to Zez. All right, Zez, get going.
Shuffles off. He's not trying to fly, he's just walking. He leads you down the hallway that you haven't gone down yet, where the voices came from, or where whoever the big ones are came from. Takes you around a corner. There's another split in the hallway. He says, "That way? The lava pit. Very fun, very sexy. Good times, horny times." He points down the other hallway and he says, "That way. Floor traps." And he says, go ahead.
What
Whoa.
kind?
Oh,
What
like,
kind
oh,
of traps were that way? Flora? What'd you say?
Floor.
Floor
Floor
From the
traps.
floor.
Floor or lava? Or
Sexy lava,
So,
sexy floor traps.
why do you? So, I'm gonna hate the answer to this question, but why do you? Why is it sexy lava?
Because it's hot.
Very hot, takes off skin.
And that's okay. Literally hot. Got it. Let's do the floor.
You want to do the floor traps? Sure.
Right there. That's my vote anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Better than anything. Go for it.
Does this little squirrel thing, does it know how the floor traps
Where they're at?
how to
Activate?
spring them? Yeah, like how can we
So
bring it
as you
around
guys
them?
want to converse with him, you can just do so freely. We'll assume Killian is translating. He answers you
I'm using a-
floor traps change every so many cycles. So don't know which one's traps.
All right.
Check tiles first. I fly, and he just starts fluttering, not touching the floor, down the hallway, kind of trying to lead you.
What exactly is the lava floor trap? Is it just like a pit of lava?
Trap, just pit of lava.
I mean, we could probably get over that.
What do you?
No end. Pit of lava goes nowhere.
Oh, it's just a sexy lava pit of good times, I guess.
Hot and
A
mysterious.
sexy lava pit of good times. That's
I guess
that's
our-
untitled right there. That's so funny.
title.
It's really hard for me to find the word for sexy in Infernal.
But don't succubuses exist? I'm sure that they're sexy.
Yeah, but it's hard for me to get the guttural sound that I need to make
Oh,
that
okay,
noise.
yeah.
Well, I guess if the sexy lava trap doesn't go anywhere, then our decision is made for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though you did say all halls lead to the vault, right? You just don't want us to go to the sexy hallway, the sexy lava trap.
To take you to sexy lava trap.
No.
You can try the sexy lava trap. I've never found the end to the sexy lava trap. I don't know how things work. Do you think I'm in charge here?
No, I certainly don't. I'm just confused by what you're saying.
So am I.
Okay, floor traps it is then.
Or traps it is. Okay.
But he's got a punchable face.
He's pretty punchable. I kind of get where you're going with that now.
I like to think Seraphina likes him.
Oh, you know she does. She's,
100%.
yeah.
Okay. You can roll, he says, help you find traps. So whoever's looking whoever's like leading or investigating can roll investigation to try and figure out which floor tiles are trapped.
I can do it. It's not gonna be great. Yeah.
Hold on, let me roll my 4 dice for my 4 different people.
Could you just use Mage Hand to go? Just
It's only 5
Try it out.
pounds of
You,
pressure.
you could.
Seraphina will cast Mage Hand, and Jeff just create an ethereal fist and just knock on the various tiles. See if anyone triggers.
Eden got a nat 20 and Huthramer got a 21 dirty.
Nice. So Eden, I like to think Eden kind of hops ahead of this mage hand and sort of like just very lightly bounces on some of them, like not quite putting weight on, but looking for any that are kind of loose. And the ones that Eden finds with that nat 20, the mage hand can come and put some weight on. And the first one that the mage hand hits, that Eden kind of gestured toward, drops once the pressure is put on it. It drops very quickly down. It looks like maybe 10 feet before splashing and then sizzling this like acid. It's almost like a big chemical reaction, like the metal of the floor or the stone of the floor hitting the acid like caused the acid to like almost splash up out of this pit beneath it in this like bubbling, gurgling, sizzling reaction. And eventually it kind of slows and stops as the stone has completely been obliterated by the acid.
Cool.
And as it says, Zozu says, very sexy. This hallway's sexy too.
Hmm.
Yes. And so with the mage hand and with Eden working together, they do manage to find a safe path to where you can kind of jump over the certain spots where the tiles have dropped, or they're not dropping the tiles at all. They're just pointing out exactly where you should not step.
Parkour.
Hardcore parkour. And you do manage to make it through that hall and a whole nother hall that were both trapped. And you come to this very open, deep cavern, below which you see a river of lava flowing, and another sort of land bridge of this obsidian stone you've been walking on, leading to a large door in the shape of a devil's head. A huge door to where its mouth would open as the doorway.
Now, I don't know a lot about doors, but that's probably a vault door.
Yeah, I think that's probably safe to say.
Let's get going.
Zez, how sexy is this room?
is fine, but the general is very sexy, and his pet is the sexiest.
Okay, so this is a sexy is dangerous, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty ubiquitous in Infernal when you translate it that way.
Yeah. It's all about the intonation. Yeah.
I like to think Killian knows that the literal translation for that word of sexy is like with the skin off, or like
There you
removal of skin is the
Yes.
sexiest thing in Infernal. And as Azizozu says, their vault, done job. I go. Starts to like flutter back away.
Almost. You get to the bridge, and then we'll let you go.
Ah! Spits at you again. Come on, stupid cat. And
Gotta go.
starts to fly across this large, wide bridge.
Just a time frame. How long has this whole part taken?
Probably like 15 minutes since you were all in that room where you caught him the first time.
Okay.
Recast my spell.
Zada, eventually I'm going to have to start asking you for spell components for these big spells, just so you know.
Oh,
I assume you've got some stuff to go, but we're going to start talking components.
It's a level 1 spell. It's not
Good. That's great. Okay. Yeah, Zez leads you all, sort of flies ahead of you across the bridge. Y'all kind of wait for a second to make sure nothing's going to jump up and eat him. Or any big snakes are going to come get beheaded, and then do you follow?
Mm-hmm.
Very slowly.
The tiles sort of turn into just solid stone, and it becomes one solid piece of rock. Over this very far below you lava river. It's very far below you, but the heat in this room is oppressive. As opposed to this, like, uncomfortable, lukewarm, swamp, muggy weather that you've gotten used to at this point. It is dry heat in here as you get closer to the vault. And you make it halfway across when suddenly, I'm just kidding, nothing happens. You all keep walking. You all make it across, and you're standing in front of this massive door. And the eyes are these big old glowing rubies that are so large and faceted that they look black on the inside with just sort of the shimmer of red every now and then. And Zez says, I don't have key.
Well, who do have key?
That was bad grammar.
I was mocking you. I know grammar, okay? Who has the key?
Key is inside of you. Not in sexy way. In boring way.
Oh, but
Killian, as these two are arguing back and forth with you translating, you sort of investigate this door. Go ahead, Killian, and roll. Actually, I won't make you roll because you speak Infernal. There's these like very, very fine inscriptions all around this devil's face.
Is it another
reading.
damn riddle? Let me see this thing.
Always another damn riddle. Killian, give me your. I know you have some holy water. Give me some. Give me your holy water. I need a vial.
let me hold some holy water.
Pardon me, good sir. No, this is my holy water. Thank you very much.
No, I need it for a spell.
Theo, you should have thought of that before you came down to help. Okay. I'm just kidding. I'll give you some.
He's never gonna learn if you keep giving him that holy water.
Mm-hmm.
I need. You'll just have to pay me back in gold. It's okay.
That's fine. I don't need gold.
Killian, you read, it says, balance of force and intellect on the door. Do you touch the door, Killian, as you're reading?
Yeah, I'd be like tracing my hand over it.
Okay. This booming voice, seemingly emanating from this large stone devil's head doorway, starts to I don't know that it's necessarily out loud. You can feel it reverberating inside your skull, this voice. As soon as you touch it. And it continues. And it's booming, but it's whispers, and it's a lot of them. It's a cacophony of noise. And I need you to roll a constitution check as these voices, as you start to like pick them apart and be able to understand just individual voices and not this whole cacophony of noise. They're all telling you your worst fears. Your father's dead. Your sister's dead. It's your fault. Cordia has fallen. Cordia is owned by devils now. All these different things.
So for the con, just kind of a regular con check, it's 17.
Okay, that'll do it. You fight through it. Your willpower overcomes, and the voices don't stop, but you are able to overcome whatever effect this door is trying to have on you. As you fight through this, all these voices in your head and kind of try and clear your psyche, there are these runes glowing on different parts of the face, and you read them, and they're all the different names of the layers of the hells. And this sort of image, this floating spectral image, fiery and orange, just appears in front of your vision, and it's this like spiraling sort of almost planet-like 3D structure, and you would recognize it from maps of the hells. And these runes that have all the names of the hells sort of like float off of the door and in the air around you. And you're all seeing this. You're all not hearing the voices because you haven't touched the door, but you can all see these floating runes, these now 3-dimensional images of light and fire, and this. I don't know how many of you would know that it's specifically a map of the hells.
If I pull away from the door, does the map go away or anything like that? No? Okay.
No.
And so Killian will closely inspect the map and cue in that it is the layers of the 9 hells, and he'll tell everyone that. But he's a little bit, let's say, dazed from all the sounds that just bombarded his brain, and he'll just say, do not touch that door. Oh, my head.
Okay. Well,
Ugh.
which one is the one that we're on? Maybe touch that one?
Can I roll something to
Trying to figure out what to do.
yeah, like I'm assuming it's layering the hells in order or something like that, but I don't know all the names off the top.
Yeah, so first roll Arcana.
Okay. Oh, that's 4.
4, okay. Sure. And then roll sure. And then you can roll either history or religion or just a general investigation as you try and figure out what to do.
All right, I'll do history. Yeah. Pew. Oh, it's in that one, baby.
Ooh, nice.
Right.
My head,
Oh,
my head
yeah.
is killing me. It is just splitting
Yes, it is.
headache right now.
Your divine eye has been throbbing for like days now, just being down here in the hells. You are hurting for certain.
The very serious migraine I have currently.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you look at this thing, Bula. I feel this makes sense in my head. I don't know if it does. Bula, roll wisdom.
Well, that's not my best stat, but all right. 17.
17. You just have the urge to reach out and touch one of these floating runes. as they sort of make this like orbit around this large conical layered spiral thing. You reach out and touch it, and it's corporeal. You can you poke it, and it sort of reacts. It bumps away and floats, and then eventually gets back in orbit.
So she like pokes it, and it kind of does its thing or whatever, and she kind of goes, huh. And so she reaches up and she just kind of like smacks one.
Yeah, it reacts. You feel it on your hand, and you watch it kind of bounce away.
Does it hurt when I touch it, or
no? Even though it is like
weird.
fire in the air, it has the appearance of fire. It feels solid, room temperature. It does not hurt or burn.
Okay. And there's like quite a few of them right there.
Yeah. To be exact, there's 9 of them.
9 of them. So she's not even really paying attention to what else is going on. So she's found that this is fun. So then she just sticks her hand up there and goes, and like tries to see how many she can smack at the same
It's like batting around balloons.
Yes.
You got the high score.
And you all realize that, these things are movable, manipulatable.
Ados will look for the one that says Beator, I think is how you pronounce it.
Do you have, can you read, they are all in Infernal.
Oh.
Can you read Infernal?
No, Killian, which one says Beator?
Stop smacking them around. I can't read it. Hold on.
It's not there. You look at each of them after Bula stops smacking them. Beator, Killian, you would know is the name of the entire 9 hells.
Oh, I thought that was the one that we were on.
He's reading, Killian reads them all out, and they are each of the individual names of the layers.
Well, what's the one we're on? Killian.
Yeah,
Ula takes the next one that comes next to her, and she smacks it towards Zada's face.
I grab it and then just like try to hold it.
It's
like,
Minaros.
Keep it away.
Yeah, I just forgot I took notes.
Yep. And Zada and Bula are Killian, you look for it, and Zula and Bula and Zada are batting it back and forth. Like a very slow game of ping pong.
Marway is like crisscross applesauce with all of his pets, and they're all like their heads like in sync as the orb goes back and forth.
The world's slowest tennis match.
Guys, we need that one. We need that one. Stop hitting it.
Read this one.
Bula waits until it comes back to her. Man, you got me all messed up now. And she smacks it towards Killian.
Maybe if we touch this one to the 3rd level position, it'll attach it. Maybe it's as easy as labeling a map.
Well, let's see if it works, and we'll just gonna move it towards the 3rd level.
Yeah, and as you do, the map grows bigger so that you can essentially label that layer, and the what was once this 3D object that you were holding, you feel it get warmer as it gets closer, and boom, the whole layer lights up in fire and in green light, and it sticks. It stays, and it starts rotating with the map. That word.
Nice. And now all we need is someone who knows the names of all the levels of hell. That was the only one I got.
So now that you know what you're doing, Killian, you can roll a religion or a history or an investigation with advantage.
All right.
Having done a lot of research about the hells and the abyss.
I'll also draw upon my oath and give myself a little guidance in the history department.
As is your right. Go for it.
All right. So advantage with history and guidance, 16.
Okay, that'll do it. With you and Ados working together, you send him for this shape or that shape, or look for the one that has this line or this marking. He goes and grabs them for you from their floating arrangement, and you accurately manage to label all of the layers of hell. And as soon as you get to the bottom layer, the whole map goes up in flames, and there's this actual physical ash that falls. And as soon as that ash lands on the ground, the door, this large, massive stone head of a door, pops up off the ground just an inch.
Oh, and then that's it. Maybe this is the force part. That was the intellect.
I mean, if we want force, Bula's probably the best one to go for that.
This Bula, if you touch this door, you're gonna hear a lot of voices in your head, and they're gonna come at you real hard and real fast. Just be prepared for that.
I'm
I
going
mean,
to
it
touch
just-
her on the shoulder
just-
and give her resistance.
It also just sounds like what it said, like a family reunion once everybody gets into the moonshine. So I'm good. We got this. So she reaches under. I guess you said it was it opened an inch.
You have a couple inches underneath that you're able to reach under and grab the bottom of it.
She puts big green sausage fingers right up under there, and gives it a hefty heave.
All right, so first things first, as soon as you touch it, go ahead and roll that con save as all these voices of your family, your kin, your cousins, people from your community, from your childhood, flood into your mind.
15.
That'll do. You managed to shake it off, fight past it like you always have, and go ahead and roll a strength check as you
Okay.
do the biggest squat of your life.
Wah. 21.
Beautiful. You guys can see her shaking. She immediately is covered in a sheen of sweat from just the heat and now the exertion. But you know to lift with your legs, and boy do you ever. And this door, you feel the voices in your head almost sort of start to appreciate you and your strength and your wit as you lift this door up and come to a full stand and lift it up above your head. And that last foot, it very smoothly glides up and comes to a halt and is now an open doorway.
So
What's
she's
past
just
that door is a mystery. We'll take a break. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so she's like sweating and grunting, and not like all her veins are like popping out, and she's just like,
Kayla just put a hand on Bula's back, like, "Are you okay?"
yeah.
Yeah, the
It
voices-
wasn't that bad.
Isn't she so amazing?
Family reunions must be crazy.
You have no idea.
Yeah, and you all peer past her into the darkness of the Obsidian Vault. And let's take a 10-minute break before I tell you what the heck you're seeing in there. Okay, we will be back in 10 minutes. As always, we're going to play 3 minutes of ads. Thank you for sticking around to those. Thank you. We have reached 90 followers. Hey. Thank you, guys. To our followers, to our subscribers, to our longtime fans, to our new fans. We love you all. We do it because we love you. And because we love D&D, if we're being honest. It's not all about you. Get over it.
It's a little bit about us.
It's a little bit about us. Very selfish. Yeah, we'll be back in 10 minutes. So come back at 9:30. We will see you soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and they-thems. Before we got to break, our friends here had just opened the vault door of the Obsidian Vault. Now you get to know what they're facing. So what they knew was that the general was in there. Oh, I forgot to announce some things. Hold on. Pause.
See, it's easy to do, isn't it?
Please, I just want to get into it. Okay, so we wanted to let you guys know that we're going to take a couple weeks off for the holidays. So thanks to everybody who's like our religious watching every week, but you have a break too. Happy holidays. We're going to come back for a one-shot on January 6th. So come for that. It's going to be very funny, very exciting, lots of silly stuff. And then the main campaign will come back on the 13th of January. So 2 weeks off. We'll see you after that. I'm sure we'll be doing some random content in the middle somehow, some way. But for the campaign, we're going to take a quick break. So that's the only announcement we had. So now let's get back to it. So this massive door opens with Bula's hefting, and you all step through. And this booming voice, this huge, deep voice, sort of almost rattles the stone and the bones in your body. And Killian, what you would recognize as a horned devil. Massive. 12 feet tall. Muscled, wearing armor. Holding a another huge pitchfork, a bigger version of what Zada risked it all to get, is standing there in his armor. By his side is shaped like an elephant, wearing a battle saddle with iron spikes sticking out of it, a large sort of helm protecting its head, through which multiple eye holes peer. And these multiple massive spiked tusks come out from a large trunk as it sort of shifts back and forth, eyeing you like your prey, like your dinner. And this booming voice is laughing as you all come walking through the door. What kind of vermin think they can just walk into this vault?
The ones that are going to kill you.
Hello.
We don't have to kill you, but we do need the chains. So you can either hand those over, or we'll kill you.
He laughs at you again, deeply, bends over, wipes a tear once he's done laughing. You're welcome to try. I'm not giving you anything. And in fact, I don't think you'll be leaving. The massive door behind you slams closed as he sort of shakes off a spell that he just cast. He says, "You didn't come here without help. How do you know of the chains?"
Your mom.
Oh, shit. Damn, Zada, you cut deep.
Oh, I wasn't ready.
And that's how Zada dies.
His head instantly explodes.
Is
No
this
one-
some idiot mortal joke?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really get it myself.
It is, yeah.
Was it the good one?
Bula just
No.
like puts an elbow straight in Zada's gut. Shut up.
Why? It's not going to get any information from us. So let's just get to the fighting part.
Do you have a monologue to give before we take what we came for? Or can we just get started?
Let's get started. Go ahead and roll initiative.
I like
Damn
this one.
I was kind of hoping for a monologue, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, in fact, I do.
So Zada could interrupt him in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe the monologue
Was
was
it
too
your mom?
beautiful. Ooh. Actually, I don't know if I want to go.
I would
first.
like Seraphina to roll perception.
Zada,
Wait.
what'd you get?
Got a 15.
Oh, do you want my 16?
Yeah, sure. Bobby!
Perception. Come on. 14.
Okay. Seraphina noticed that he must hate his mom and is confused by the joke.
Oh, no.
Okay. I'm gonna go through and get everybody's because I missed it. Eidos, what was your initiative?
18.
Seraphina's?
8.
Marway.
15.
Zata.
16.
Killian.
14.
Oh?
Oh, shit.
Oh, snaps.
Bula.
12.
Hey.
Did we have a 13 somewhere?
I really, really wanted to say 13.
Stefan, what did you get?
Yeah,
Fine.
13.
Chiffon rolled a 13, but she has a +2, so it's a 15.
Oh.
So close.
Give her the
Oh,
-2. We need the flush.
My jaw dropped when I saw 13. I was very excited. Okay, yeah, weirdly enough, top of the order, Eidos.
Yeah, that's a first. Let's do. These guys look pretty fucking beefy. So, I'm gonna do false life on myself. Let's just do first level. Okay, so 2d4 plus 4 temporary hit points. to me. 6 and a 10. So I get 10 hit points. Sorry. This is boring.
Good.
He's going to break free of the pack before this guy does some sort of AoE thing. 10, 20, 30. He's going to bravely hide behind this pillar over here.
Yeah, so you can duck behind it. It's like a couple feet tall, 3 or 4 feet tall.
Okay.
It is
Cool.
something you can kind of take half cover or hide behind. Okay, anything else, Midas?
Yeah, I'll do innate sorcery as well, and then that'll be it.
Okay, cool. This maleficent elephant is coming at y'all.
No.
You see now attached to both of its large trunks. They're not like spiked tusks like you expected. They are both equipped, like using metal braces. They both have a large glaive on each end. So not only is the tusk pointing upward, but they're both glazed.
There you go, Bula. That's
So-
your new glaive after we do this.
And it's a
Wonder if I could
massive
put glaives on
trunk
my
is barbed.
tusks.
Ooh, little tiny one.
Little bitty glaive.
That'd be
That's a
sick.
fashion statement.
So it's going to come running through. And it's actually going to start, without using those glaives, it's going to start by swinging its barbed trunk at Bula, being the biggest of the group. That was a 15 to hit.
Just barely.
For 18 damage.
Ooh, and I'm not raging yet.
Not yet.
Alright. That's gonna make her mad, though.
And it grapples you.
Lovely. Am grappled.
With its barbed trunk.
I am grappled with barbed wire.
Excellent.
Zada, you're up.
All right, so we're gonna do a couple things. Roll initiative. I'm gonna use what was it? One I can recover my my focus points. Uncanny metabolism and get a D6 +4. So I'm just gonna go back to full HP because +4 gives me back to 8. 38. So gonna do that. Recover my hit points. Then spend a focus point to go back to elemental form. Go to thunder. So lightning cloud. I got the clouds around me and stuff like that. And I am going to then cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself. I'll use my other spell slot. And then as a bonus action, I will go here, and then I will do Uncanny Roar. So they have to both make Wisdom saving throws, or else be frightened of me.
Ooh.
Yeah, Daunting Roar. So DC 13, Wisdom.
The Hell Elephant rolled a 7.
So it is now afraid of me for a turn, till my next turn.
And the Devil rolled a 19.
Alright, so he's fine. So that one's going to have to... Its bonus action, 10 feet here, must succeed a wisdom saving throw, become frightened of you till the end of the next turn. So it is terrified of me. It's scary. So scary.
Get it off me.
It's gonna run with you in a second.
Daggone.
Yeah, so that's my movement, action, and bonus action, so I'm all done.
Alrighty. Chiffon's taking a stab in the dark, quite literally. She's going to run off and hide as her movement and her bonus action. And then she will throw a silver, yeah, she'll throw a silver dagger. at the elephant that's holding Bula. She does not hit. She misses, and she's now down a dagger. But she stays hiding. Okay, next up is the big guy, who's not gonna monologue because he just wants to fight.
Good for him.
Yeah.
We need more villains like that.
Right?
Should always
We'll get
monologue.
down to business.
He's just a general. He's just a general who wants to kill you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good for him.
For him. He knows what he
How,
wants.
how refreshing.
It is.
Okay, he's going to take a step back in front of the chains, having heard you say that that's what you were there for. And he's gonna hurl flame at Zada with a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Nope. All right. Da-da-da. That's it for him. Marway.
Excellent. So we've got a lot that we're about to do. So first off, we're going to scooch on up with Motorway. And for my action, we will be having Eden fly up, and she's going to go ahead and try to hit this elephant. Does a 14 hit?
No.
She doesn't do it. But then directly after that, Hoothramer is going to come up, and I'm going to need him to make a... Oh shit, what kind of saving throw are you? I believe it's Dex.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a 6.
Excellent. So he will be taking 7 thunder damage.
Okay.
And along with that, 5, 10, 15, everyone right here next to him, including Bula, who was grappled, will be teleported with the exception of Siege.
Nice.
Okay. And that will be the end of Maraway's turn, and that brings us to Siege, who's going to come up and attack with advantage because he has Killian next to him with Pack Tactics. Thank the Lord. I don't think it's going to matter. This one is a 15.
That hits.
Oh shit, okay, just kidding. We're having a great time. It's gonna be 11 slashing? Yes.
It's a bite. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's slashing or piercing. Hold on, I'm trying to get to the spell. I had it on my things, but it didn't.
Honestly, either way.
Piercing. It's piercing. Just kidding. I lied to you.
Bites. Nar.
Nom nom. And that's it for me.
Cool. Okay. Killian, you're up.
All right. Quick question. Since the beginning of us breaking into the vault, what's been the length of time that's passed? I know it was about like 15 or so minutes when we entered into the land bridge. So like
since you got into this vault, or when you got into the building overall, like last episode.
Yeah, like last episode. Like how long has it been? It's been under an hour, is what I'm trying to get across.
Yeah, that you finished off that combat pretty fast. You went downstairs almost immediately. You haven't really stopped to rest. You had a pretty quick conversation with the thing. I mean, you're approaching an hour quickly, but
Okay.
It's not quite been a full hour.
Yeah. I just wanted to see if so Maraway is still under the effect of warding bond from last session because it lasts for an hour.
Yeah. We'll say for about 10 more rounds he is.
That works. All right, so Killian's going to Killian's just gonna move over a little bit to oh no, actually I'll stay here with the good boy Siege. And first thing that Killian's going to do is bonus action Shield of Faith on himself as just like sparkles and glitter, almost little beads of starlight just kind of spread out from his eye and just coat his entire body and then just like absorb into him. So he gets a little bit extra AC there. And then he's going to attack. He will go with his saber, and as he is attacking, he's going to go ahead and use Channel Divinity to imbue the weapon with some divine power. All right, so first attack. Oh, well, that's a nat 1. That sucks.
Oh, sad. Dice
But-
jail.
Dice jail for that one. But the second one, 14. That does not hit, probably. That was a 1 and a 4 on the dice, and it's still plus 10.
Sad. Well, yeah, sadly the 14 does not hit.
All right. Well, that's okay. But
Is
that's it. No, it's not. I'm dying inside.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's fine. That's
Whatever.
fine. We're all good. We're having fun.
It's only the first round.
Yep,
All
that's
right,
it.
Bula. Yep, Bula, you've been rescued by Marway again. What are you gonna do?
All right. So first of all, she's gonna rage because don't hit me. Okay. So I feel like I need a new dice for this. So as she just gets real mad and screams in fury and feels a little stronger, she also has just like these little lights that pop out around her. So they're multicolored, and she's kind of swatting them out of her vision again, just like, what is happening? And then she is going to move up towards, somebody's gonna have to move me because I'm still having
Got you.
map issues.
You want to move toward the elephant?
Right there.
Yes. I want in its face. And she's gonna of course go at it with her great axe. Oh, come on.
Everybody's rolling good today. We got
Real
this.
good. That's a 10. So yeah, okay, right.
Nope.
She's gonna swing at it again. That was real good, and it rolled one more time. Okay. So this one's gonna be a 15.
That hits.
That hits? Okay, good. Barely. Okay. So that is gonna be 15 points of damage. And then there's nothing else within 5 feet.
No enemies, no.
Nah. Okay. Also, let's see, she's over here, she's within. Who is that right beside Killian?
Siege.
Siege.
Okay. So Siege is also kind of wrapped up with these colorful lights as well. And might feel like its AC goes up by 1.
It might.
Excellent. Look how pretty my puppy is.
As long as
Anything
it
else?
stays right there.
Anything else, Bula?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
That's it.
All right, Seraphina.
Okay. Seraphina is going to step forward 10 feet and do like a little mocking sailor shuffle. She's going to do Misty Step, Refreshing Step. And that's going to put her 10, 20, 30. And so that was a taunting step, and creatures within 5 feet of the space you left must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Against my spell save DC, which is over here. 16.
I rolled a 13.
Nice. Disadvantage on their next attack.
Okay. It is frightened and now has disadvantage.
She's gonna finish off, get behind here a little bit, and then she's going to reach back out and cast Firebolt at the elephant. So this 2d10. That is 19. Sweet.
That hits.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was for damage. I'm an idiot.
Oh.
Okay, well then that definitely hits. That was 23.
Yeah.
And then
For
I'll
19 damage.
Okay, yeah, thanks for giving that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 19 damage.
Okay.
And that'll be it for her.
Okay. Alrighty, Eidos' turn.
Okay. Eidos is going to saunter on over here and kind of reach across Siege with his staff. And he's going to cast Lightning Bolt, but quickened. So it's going to be a bonus action. And so that's going to hit, ideally it's going to hit the elephant and the horny boy back there. And they have to pass 16 dexterity.
Okay. For the elephant right up next to you, that was a 15.
Nice.
And for horny boy, that was a nat 20 for 23.
Okay. So first one takes full, and the second one takes half. 8d6. Okay. I'm just gonna do that digitally, rather than make you guys listen to that over and over again. All right. So 29 for the first, and was it 14 for the second?
Yep.
And since
Okay.
that was a bonus action, he's going to cast Lightning Blast cantrip on the elephant.
Okay.
So this. Oh, that was not the right dice. Drop the right dice. Sorry, I lost my d20. Oh. So that was either a 10, no, 17 or 17.
17. That hits.
Okay. And then 2d10. 10 points of damage.
Cool, okay. Fair amount of damage.
And that is it, I believe.
Nice, alright. Okay, it is the elephant's turn. It is frightened of Zada specifically, so it's going to run away from Zada as directly as it can with its movement. So Killian, Siege, Eidos, you all get an opportunity attack
Wait,
as it runs past all of you.
why is Bula back here?
It
I
just moved in.
teleported.
No,
No,
after he teleported me, I went back up. I was up there
Yeah,
besides
it
Oh, you
just
were up
moved
against it.
you. Yeah, it just
Yeah,
moved for
it
some
jumped you.
reason.
I'll put you back. So you also get an opportunity attack. So all
Yeah.
4 of you that were standing up against it. And Zada. Zada, weren't you up against it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. As it runs toward Marway, unfortunately, but away from all of you.
I got a
Oh, heck
15.
no.
A 15? That
Mhm.
hits.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 obviously hits.
28.
Yep.
No, wait, 23. Sorry, 23.
Billy up.
18.
18, good.
25.
14 damage.
Damn, you each hit. Okay.
Hell yeah.
This thing in a panic, in a blind panic, trying to get away from. It's like the elephant and the mouse. It's running away from Zada. You all managed to swipe at its massive legs and its trunk and the parts of it that aren't covered in armor, hellish armor. So go ahead and give me your damages one at a time, please.
Who wants to go first? I'll go first. 6 points of thunder damage.
Okay. Gillian?
4.
Nine radiant damage.
9. Cool. Eidos?
4.
4.
Lightning.
Cool. Bula?
16 slashing.
16. Damn. Alright. And Siege?
14 piercing.
14 piercing. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, it's looking pretty fucked up. You've, like, taken one of its legs out very much. It's, like, shredded, and it's limping as it gets away and approaches Marway. So, remind me with Frightened, it had to use his movement, but it can still act, right?
Yeah, it just has disadvantage as long as it can see me. So all saving throws, all ability checks and all attack rolls are at disadvantage.
Okay. It is
As
turned
long as it
away
can
from
see
you.
me.
So it's not looking at you right now. So I don't think it's seeing you. But being right there in front of Marway, it's gonna go ahead and just, like, in a panic, it's gonna sweep one of its trunks and try and just, like, move you Marway, essentially, but with a big old glaive, that's probably gonna do some damage. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
It misses.
Oh no, your AC is so high! That's gonna be 14 damage to you, Marway.
Marway, with Warding Bond, all your damage, you resist all damage.
Mhm.
So you
Yeah,
take...
so it's gonna be 7, and you also take 7.
Yeah.
It is slashing damage too. In case it matters. Okay, that's all it has. Zada.
All right, my turn. Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How high is it to get up on that that podium, pillar, pedestal, whatever you
Not
want to call
high.
it?
It's table height.
Jump. Try to grab the chains.
Okay. And you're standing close enough so you don't take an opportunity attack yet. Yeah, so you get up to the chains. And what you see, they're almost, I just have a chain in the picture, but what you're really seeing, IRL, is there's this sort of like armored mannequin type situation, like a headless, armless sort of torso mold that's covered in armor. And then the armor is crisscrossed and covered in this like netted sort of swooping like a body chain. It's very fine and delicate, incredibly beautiful. It is this like shimmering sort of like pearlescent silver, almost white silver in color. Very, very delicate chain. And it sort of has a clasp sort of over like your heart on your left side where it would clasp together, and that clasp has a little small insignia engraved into it.
Is this something I could easily like take out, or is this gonna be like this is gonna take me like a few minutes to get this all off?
It would probably, it really only, that is the only like clasp point, and then it looks like it would sort of just come off like a jacket. So you, and it's just it's like I said, it's like an armless torso sort of just holding it on display. So if you can undo that clasp, it'll probably just take a bonus action to reach out, unclasp it, and grab it.
I'll do that then.
Okay. And once it's off, it's this like, it's so light and delicate. It's like almost weightless. Do you look at the insignia on the clasp as you're undoing it? Or do you just grab it and not worried about it?
Curious.
Okay, roll religion. What you see is,
7.
7. Okay, what you see is, this, engraved sort of image of, like you see some trees along a footpath, and the footpath diverges into 2 separate directions. And you're in the heat of battle, you're in the moment, you don't even really take the time to try and figure out what it might symbolize.
Okay.
Okay, so that was you've moved and you got your bonus action. What are you gonna do for your action?
I'm gonna say, go look at him and be like, looky what I got. And then I'm going to take an attack on him. $21 to hit?
Yep.
Oh, well, there goes that d6. I'll get that in a second. That will be 9 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
And then that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Chiffon's gonna go.
Oh, you know what? I'll make him do a saving throw of strength. Push him back 10 feet. So I can laugh him.
17.
Yeah, it's fine. He's good.
Yeah, he's pretty big. You big boy. You shove him in the chest like a tough guy.
There you go. It's just thunder booms.
Okay, I think Chiffon is going to try and help you out, Zada. Since he's got his back turned, she's going to try and sneak attack him with her second silver dagger. Just hoping for the best, really.
I'm sure Kittenberry can do great. She's got
Kittenberry.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, she hits. I'm going to add on her sneak attack damage. Oh, that was a 1. Damn. She only does 7 points of damage to him. She manages to land a small, but compared to him, that's just a little, like, sliver of a dagger that sticks right in his shoulder blade. And now it's his turn, unfortunately for Zada, because he's pissed. He's going to make 3 attacks at you. First one is a 16 to hit.
Nope.
Second one is a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. I'll roll the damage for that one. 14 piercing damage with the fork. He tries to stab at you once and misses, and tries to stab at you a second time and lands it. And then it's going to swing his own barbed tail around at you. That's a 30 to hit.
These are all with disadvantage, right?
That was a nat 20.
This
No,
is
I
all
was not
with-
doing those. I totally
Oh,
forgot about the
they-
disadvantage.
yeah, they're
Disadvantage or
all-
does the elephant?
It's just me. I'm protected against Fays, Celestial, Devils, all the other good fun
That
stuff.
stuff. Okay. Okay, let me re-roll that fork hit, though. That's still a 22 on the fork, so that fork damage sticks.
Yeah.
And then I'll roll again
So-
for the tail, which was the 30.
Yeah,
Now
which is
it
not
is
going to be a nat
a-
20, hopefully.
Yeah,
No.
now it's a 26, not nat.
Yeah, that'll still
Well.
hit.
Here comes the damage for that one. That is going to be 7 piercing damage. And you need to do a con save for me.
Oh, not poison. Not poison tails. No.
Damn it.
Not again.
no.
Again. I don't think that protects me against poison.
My only weakness.
Poison tails.
Less charm, frightened condition.
Being stabbed by multiple tails.
15.
15 does not pass.
Jesus.
I'll tell you when it gets to your turn what happens.
Alright, and
Oh.
I gotta do concentration. Nat 20 for my concentration, so.
Okay.
Spell stays up.
Yep.
And
Far away.
yeah, 2 nat 20s, by the way, for my concentration, so they both stay up for both hits.
Nice. All right, Maraway,
Alright.
go ahead.
We're going to do some fun shit here. First up, Ethan is going to come in. We're going to try that attack again. With a 17 plus 5, that's going to be a 22.
That'll do.
Get ready for some hefty damage from the little kitty. Alright, so with that, for slashing damage, we are going to have 5 slashing
Okay,
and 8 radiant.
nice.
And then for my bonus action, we're gonna have Huthrumer come up, and again, he's gonna need to make that dex save. 5, 10, 15. As the 3 of us are going to use the Thunderous Step to step away.
Dex save was a flat 4.
Ooh! Well, he's getting off pretty lightly here. Because it's only going to be an extremely powerful 3 lightning damage.
Oh, yeah.
Every bit
I
counts.
know, y'all have never seen damage like this before.
Never in my
These little hits chipping away at it. You guys have hit it enough. It's starting to. It's hurting. It is limping. It is bellowing.
And then we're going to kind of come over here behind this table and kind of crouch down. Eden, we're gonna position Eden just in case I need to rush a lesser restoration over to Zada next turn, because who knows what the fuck's about to happen with him.
Got you. Okay.
And then for Siege's turn, he's just gonna step it up. 16 to hit.
Yep.
And that's gonna be 11 piercing damage, please.
Nice. It is holding on
I'm
by
so
a
sorry,
thread.
I lied to you. It's only 10.
Okay, it is holding on by a very slightly thicker thread.
That's gonna be it for me and my menagerie.
Okay, fabulous. Killian.
Killian will go over and he can't. I don't know if he can see Marway, but all he knew was that this large elephant was running towards Marway in the corner. So he's gonna run over and attack this thing.
Okay.
So is that 16 to hit?
Yeah.
All right. That's just gonna be 12 radiant damage.
How you want to do this?
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll be like running in, Marway, no, be safe, and then stab into this thing, and then it goes down, and then like, where's Marway? Did he get smushed?
He just kind of peeks out from behind this little table that you just like, hello.
Oh, thank Oasis, you're okay. And then he's going to, he's just shy. He will start heading towards Zada and Big Guy.
Alrighty.
And that's it.
Nice. Bula.
All right, so she's getting ready to go for the same thing to save Maraway. And then right before she can get there, Killian knocks this thing out. She sees that Maraway is safe, and so she turns around. Excuse me, goodness. Turns around and let's see, she is okay, so we're within like 20-30 feet of this thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She turns around and just extends her hand and points Green Lantern style at this thing and releases a charge from her Ring of the Ram.
Ooh.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
All right. So
Is this our first Ring of the Ram use?
yes.
Yeah.
Nice. That's exciting.
Okay, so it's going to be it's like a 25 to hit.
Yep, that does it.
Okay. So
It's one heck
it's
of a
gonna
ramming.
take 2d10. Why do I not have any 10s out here? Oh, come on. Ah! Okay, so it took 4 points of damage. But it's also a force damage, and it's pushed 5 feet away.
Alrighty. Like, humps up against Zada, like, up on this table. Sort of lands prone on the table. What it looks like when you use this ring, you point it out, and as soon as you went to do the charge, to charge it up and send it, the ring started glowing, like, the same color as you almost, this, like, muddy green, and this ethereal ram's head appears around your fist like a gauntlet, and it flies back like a bazooka that sends out this spectral figure in a battering ram against him and knocks him over prone onto the table behind him.
Nice.
Badass.
Okay, and then, so she's knocked him back, so now she's gonna run up on him. Somebody have to move. I've got 40 feet that I can move. So that should get me there, yeah?
Oh yeah.
I'll measure you.
Yeah.
Hold on, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 30
Okay.
feet away.
So she's gonna run up on him, and then for her second attack, she is going to pull out that great axe.
And he's prone on the table, so you can have advantage on this.
Thank goodness, because that was in that one.
Nice.
Let's try a different dice, shall we? Me. Okay. So 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's gonna be 15 points of slashing damage.
Nice. Okay.
She's coming just straight down at him.
Yeah, you give him a big old wound in the chest. Okay. Seraphina.
Seraphina is going to keep it simple. She's going to peek out from around this obsidian and cast Firebolt at this
Okay.
homie. Oh. I made the same mistake. That's a lot of stuff. 24.
That hits.
Okay. Ooh, that is snake eyes, too.
Ouch.
Youch indeed.
Stings a little.
Just for fun, she's going to do her little misty step again. Just boop. And then she's going to give, let's see, probably Zada 1d10 of bonus health.
Okay.
3.
So,
Enjoy. And that'll be it for her.
All right, Ados is up next.
Eidos points his staff at this dude on the table, and he'll cast Witch Bolt at 3rd level.
Push bolt.
Witch Bolt. This bolt.
Mhm.
Sustained arc of energy. That's either going to be 13 or 13.
Does
That
not hit.
sucks. His, yeah. Does it? Let me see how much that costs. Seeking. Cool. It's not per spell level. I'll do seeking spell.
One more try.
Mother.
No.
Yeah. That's 14.
Mm-mm. Not enough.
If I roll another 14, will you just give it to me?
You roll another
Okay.
14, I'll laugh pretty hard.
Okay. Damn.
That's nice.
It says I can use seeking spell even if I've already used a different meta magic. Keyword different. All right. That's gonna be it for old Eidos.
Alrighty. Zata.
Ow. Wanna.
Do we need to
down
do the
here.
poison thing first?
Oh
I
yeah,
know
what's
you're
the
waiting till
what
his
happened?
Yeah,
What
okay.
happened to me?
Go ahead and roll another Constitution save.
turn.
17.
Not
Add
enough.
2.
Jesus. Oh, add 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, add
Okay.
2, so that's 19.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna have the damage. So you are suffering from an infernal wound. It is burning, almost like it's cauterizing, but it is not. It is getting deeper. And you take
Delicious.
5 points of damage. Now you can have your turn.
Concentration stays up. I rolled an 11. It's only 10, so stays up. Stay concentration. All right, so I will move over here. And then I'll start punching. Just punching.
Punch away.
Yeah, that's gonna be 11, so that's not gonna hit. Then I will use a focus point to do flurry of blows, so I get 2 more attacks. Natural 20 for one, and then a 15 for the other.
Okay. The 20 hits, the 15 does not.
Okay, so that's so 6. All right, so it's going to take 15 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, they're at advantage, right? Because he's on the floor.
Yeah, he's prone. Yep, he's prone beneath you. Yep.
All right, so let me roll the 2 that I missed. See if I get anything higher. Well, that's a 19, so that'll probably hit, and a 15, so those will probably both hit. I forgot they're prone. 7.
Did the 15 hit, Kara?
The 15 does not hit, no.
The 15 doesn't hit.
But that was the one that you rolled a 19 for, right? Or is it still just the one?
Right, so I re-rolled, so for the low ones. I mean, I could just re-roll them technically because, you know, that's kind of weird, but it does have advantage. I don't know how you want to do it. But, I rolled a 15 and a 19. That could just be the first attack, and then I can roll the third attack over again just to see.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so... And I rolled another nat 20, so...
Damn, alright.
So let's see. Roll is true. So 7. So we're at 15, 22 points of damage plus 6 because it's automatic highest roll. So 28, 29, 30, 32. Yeah, so 32 plus 4. So 36. So he's taking 36 points of thunder damage as I just wail on this boy.
Alrighty. Boom, 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 boom. Chiffon's up next. She's gonna do what she does best, pull out her darts and do a sneak attack.
She has disadvantage though.
She sure does.
Because it's prone.
Yep. First one misses. Yep. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else I wanted to do. Nope, she's just gonna hide. Not much you can do at level 2. Okay, big boy's turn. He's gonna use half of his movement to stand up. And he's pretty fucking pissed. So he's gonna split up his multi-attack between Zada and Bula.
I get +1 to AC, right, Bula?
Yes. Yes, you are in the shimmering lights that are around us both. So you feel like your AC is 1 higher.
And Zada, do you still have advantage against these? Or does he have disadvantage against you still?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, lucky you have disadvantage because that was a 30 at the highest and a 12 at the lowest for the first
Good.
attack. Second attack, we've got either a 28 or a 25. So that
Yeah,
one's
that's gonna hit.
So that's going to be 18 to start of piercing damage, but he has that infernal wound on you, and that will increase that damage.
I'm down. Doesn't matter. 15 is my HP right now, so I'm down.
Yes, you are. Because it increased it by another 10.
Okay.
And then that tail attack is coming for Bula. Try and put a wound on her. And that was only an 11 to hit on Bula.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Maraway.
Excellent. So first things first. We're going to have Ethan fly to Zata. And there she will descend down upon him with her angelic wings and deliver a very, very delicious Cure Wounds.
Much needed.
Oh.
It's going to be 10 health back. As she rests her little toe bean on your forehead.
Sorry, how much?
10. And then we're gonna back up just a little bit because I'm not having her get hit. For the bonus action, Huthramar will be shooting some lightning. And he's standing now, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. That's gonna be a 16?
No.
Well, just kidding. We're gonna shoot the lightning, but it's not gonna hit. That's okay. We didn't want to do cool shit anyway.
All according to plan.
Yeah, this is because now Siege gets to do the cool stuff instead, and he's the cool boy.
Yeah.
17.
Sadly, no.
Nope. No, hold on. Just kidding. I have advantage because I have pack tactics.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna keep slowly going up. 19.
19 will do it.
There it is.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
I skipped over 18 people, so we might still have some leeway there. It's gonna be 9 piercing, please.
Okay. Once again, you all are chipping away at a very big old beast of a man. Good job. Anything else from our way?
That's gonna be it.
All right, Killian.
All right. Killian is going to run in and join the party, but he's going to go behind this guy. And specifically, with all malice and intent, attack this guy's tail. Because he's had enough of these damn tails Stabbing
Okay,
everybody.
you gonna specifically try and take the tail off?
Chop
Yeah.
that sucker off.
I'll allow it. ahead.
All right, so this attack. All right, I'm going to use my heroic inspiration because I'm a human and re-roll that one.
Cool,
That was,
go for it.
That was a 2. Does a 17 hit?
No,
No?
I'm sorry.
All right.
No.
Second attack. All right, does a dirty 20 hit?
Sure will.
Thank you. All right.
All right,
Divine
I will
smiting
tell you,
this
you're gonna
damn
have to-
tail.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll a good amount of damage to take off the whole tail. It's a big meaty tail, so the damage is gonna call it.
I am divine smiting at 2nd level.
Go for it.
So that's gonna do. So for this, ooh, okay. So just with the attack, it was 11 radiant damage.
Okay.
And now for the smites, I'm for sure guessing this thing is a fiend of some kind. So I'm just gonna roll an
For
extra.
sure.
Just gonna roll an extra D8 there.
Yeah.
All right. So that is 8, 15, and then 20. So 20 plus 11, so 31 radiant damage.
How much was that initial damage? 15?
So the first
Or is
like
this
attack,
altogether?
yeah, all together. I just
Gotcha.
added it all separately.
Yeah, that's as much as you needed. So his tail, you managed to cleave through bone and flesh and muscle, and his tail flops to the floor as he lets out this massive, furious bellow that just shakes all of your souls.
And Killian lets out a cathartic yell. Ah!
Ugh, if that thing grows back gecko style, I'm about to be real pissed.
All right. Anything else from Killian? That was cool.
No, that's it.
All right.
That is all the catharsis I need right there.
Fabulous. Ooh, go for it.
All right. So she's going to. I mean, she's right there. She's just going to go on ahead and great axe this thing. Not with that, she's not. Okay, we're going to take our last luck. But I can't find it. Okay, we're gonna use our last luck and we're gonna re-roll that. Thank goodness. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Nice.
25. That's a 25 to hit. I can't
That'll
math.
do. Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
I just wanted to know how hard I actually hit it.
Very, very. You were spot on.
Was I though? That's gonna be a whole 8 points of damage.
You were spot on. You were just a little slow. All right. Anything else for Bola?
Yes, she's gonna swing it back. She was not satisfied with that hit, and she's gonna do it again.
All right, why not?
18 to hit.
18. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a sweet spot,
Roll-
guys. 18.
Roll better. Marginally. So that is gonna be 12 points of damage. By this point, her axe is just like soaked in
Black blood.
Yeah, okay. I figured it
Yeah.
wasn't normal. Just like this thick, sticky black blood. It's like running down the handle and over her hands and feels real nice.
Okay. Seraphina.
Okay, she's going to creep a little bit closer for future shenanigans. So 10, 20, 30. And then she's going to cast a firebolt.
Okay.
Oh. She's going to use a luck point to reroll that. It was 11. And that was worse.
Perfect.
Yeah. Thanks, Seraphina. Okay, that's gonna be it for her.
He just rolls his eyes. Now it's his turn.
Not to be shown up, he will also inch closer. And he's going to take another stab at Witch Bolt. And he's going to focus real good this time. Not good enough. 11. But he has advantage. Okay, thank you. Jesus. 26.
Yeah.
Finally. But it's at first level, so it's going to be less impressive.
He's down to the point. He looks pretty bad. Every point matters. What was
Yeah.
that?
14.
Okay.
Could have been worse.
Now he's singed. He's screaming. The blood is coming out of his tail. Bula's just axing in his shoulder and chest.
Nice.
And you line him up with a witch bolt.
Yeah, and that arc of electricity is sustained until my next turn, which will be cool too, hopefully. That's it.
Okay. Zada.
Gonna get up off the floor. Stand up. Yep. I will just do an attack. That's 24 to hit.
Yep.
It's a 6, so that's 10 points of force damage, or thunder damage. Then I will burn another focus point to do another flurry of blows.
Okay.
One more after this. Alright. And this one. Oh, that's a 2, so that's not going to hit. And last one. It's another 24 to hit. So I will. Where's my d6? 7 points of force or thunder damage.
Alrighty. Once again, he is holding on by a single thread. Chiffon's turn.
As Zada's done, he just goes,
Yo, mama.
"Your mama."
Don't get it. And
But
as
your
we-
mom does.
What does it mean? You all hear a crack as Chiffon's pistol goes off. Yeah, a dirty 20 to hit. It's about time, Chiffon. Kill him, girl. I can ask myself how I want to do it. Chiffon, you flick him off after punching him in the face twice. He says, I don't get it. You hear the crack of the gun, and a bullet lands right between his eyes, and he falls backward in a giant heap on the table. Dead.
Oh.
And his skin immediately starts to burn.
Execution.
Wound feel.
You're a little disappointed you can't get in a last word. Okay, yeah, Zada, you're holding on to the chains. You've gone down. Killian, you're catching your breath after cutting off that big old meaty tail. You're in a vault with, apparently treasure. Chiffon immediately picks up the diamond cut ruby in front of her. Tries to figure out how to fit it in her tiny bag. It's huge. It's like she's wrapping her arms around it, the size of this gemstone.
I would like to cast Detect Magic and see if this treasure is magical of any kind.
Okay. The chest of gold next to your table, the gold is giving off strong, like, illusion magic. Like, it's not what it appears to be. The rubies and the large topaz, I don't know what's yellow topaz, don't give off any magical aura.
Yoink.
Grabbing both those gemstones, or all three of them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna put them in my little gemstone jar.
Yep, you sure can, and they are hefty gemstones. They are fist-sized gemstones.
Excellent.
So 2 large rubies, 1 large topaz.
I was gonna say I'll just go to the other side where the other gems are and start grabbing those in the pile of gold. Start shoveling.
What is that on the southwestern obsidian table?
That is just a closed chest. It's much smaller than the one up by Marway.
Ados is going to scooch on over to that.
Killian's gonna join Zada in the scooping.
Does it look, does the chest that Eidos is about to touch look like it's giving off any magic?
No.
Okay, have fun.
Okay. All the same, Ados is going to try to check it for any traps, magical and physical.
Roll investigation.
Plus nothing. Oh, that's a 2.
A 2. Okay. It doesn't appear to be trapped.
Sweet, I'll open
It
it.
needs to be unlocked. All right.
Looks
Lucky
safe.
for you, nothing happens.
Cool.
You find you find 3 vials sitting in little holder spaces that they're standing up in. They are each black. Like the liquid is black.
Well, he's definitely going to pocket those in as safe a space that he can find.
Okay.
Gonna try to figure out what that is later.
Bula's gonna walk up to the elephant and just like kind of give it a hefty kick as she walks by. But she's going up to look and see if those glaives on those tusks are better than the one that she has.
Okay. Yeah. Remind me, do you have a glaive +1 or anything, or is it just a glaive?
It's just a glaive.
Okay, these are both glaive +1s.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
So they look a little nicer. Can she just like? I mean, it's on a tusk. Can she just?
So yeah, so they're kind of like strapped to the tusks using these large iron like rings, like hinged rings that clasp
Okay.
closed. Like made specifically for this. There's like 2 on each, holding on each glaive. So they just are like clasped on, so you can just
Okay, so I can
unclasp
just
them
undo
and
them.
with your strength. I won't make you roll for it. You manage to unclasp and take off the iron, and the glaive just falls free.
Wait.
Are you
So I'm
taking
gonna
just
take-
one or both?
I mean, I feel like they're two-handed weapons. I don't really need two. I'll have both in my hand and I'll put one and kind of toss mine and
Yeah.
then kind of look at them like, anybody else?
Could use that.
Just put it in the bag.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, but then if one of y'all needs it, it's like harder to get to. So if you just want it.
I think I can use the glaive, I believe.
I can use it.
One of y'all take it.
Just better than
Hold-
most.
Marway is gonna walk
Hold
up
on
and
to it.
try to take it, and then it just like clunks to the ground because it's insanely too heavy for him.
She just kind of laughs at him and picks it back up.
Oh, is the glaive considered heavy? Is it a heavy weapon?
Yes,
I mean,
it is.
it's a
Oh.
two-handed weapon, yeah.
I don't think I can use it then. I ain't got the strength. After Killian's scooped a little, I want to go over to the tail that I cut off if it's still there. And see like what's kind of the shape of the very end of the tail. Does it come to a point or anything like that, or is it like barbed at the end?
It is. It comes to a sort of like heart shape at the end, pointed. So it's like straight tail, and then it kind of bulbs out, and then a very sharp point.
And like how big is it in relative to my hands?
Head size. The point
Oh.
of it is head sized. It's pretty big, hefty. He was a big boy.
All right.
That reminds me, he's Zada. Roll another Constitution.
It's a natural 1.
Hey.
Take 10 points of damage.
Down. Just
Oh,
feel
no.
As your wound spreads further.
Can I just lop off the end of that tail?
Absolutely. Given enough time, even if you don't get a good first swing in, you can literally saw it off, cutting through the bone, breaking the bone off at the end.
Perfect.
And you can add that in your inventory.
What would we
Can
call
I
that?
make-
You could put like devil tail barb.
Okay, perfect.
Can I make a medicine check to see if this infernal wound is something that lesser restoration would cure?
Sure, go ahead and roll a medicine check.
It's gonna be 26.
26. Okay. You know that either really deft and skilled medicine handling, like another couple medicine checks that go well, you could staunch it and kind of stop the spread of it, this necrosis that's happening, or a less restoration would cure it.
We're just gonna go ahead and give him the lesser resto,
Okay.
because I'm not placing that on
On dice.
on a dice roll. I want to know that this gets dealt with, because if I have to keep picking his ass up and over and over, that's not gonna be fun.
It's costly.
And then Killian, do you want to like pop in with 1 point of lay on hands or something?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and like flick him right in the forehead. Unless, not as innocent toe beans as Eden, but I'll just poof, flick him with 1 lay on hands point.
Thanks.
Okay. So you've collected a lot of the stuff. The gold, you've scooped up a whole lot of gold. You've scooped up between the two of you. Before Zada went down, at least. I don't know if Killian kept
Yeah.
scooping.
I see him go
Zada,
down.
yeah, we didn't see the more. Yeah, Zada, you managed to pull, like, you... Honestly, you didn't have, like, a bag really big enough to scoop all of it between either of you. But you do manage to gather 170 gold for Zada and 360 gold for Killian.
Zada, that holy water costs 170 gold pieces, by the way. Just
Sure
wanted
did.
you to know that.
Sure. No problem.
Hey,
Money doesn't matter to me. I don't really care. This is-
Exactly. Here, give it over
perfect.
then. Give it
ooh,
over.
I'll
that's
take some.
great.
Yeah, that's
Excellent.
great news.
Holy water's not cheap.
I'm just holding on to it. Whenever we get into stuff, I bought the Ox card for us. Remember?
I just want the shiny shinies. And he kind of jingles around his little gemstone
I'm just-
jar.
There's some gems over here, Morway. Alright, looks
Are they
Yeah.
magical?
No, the gemstones do not appear to be magical. You can get one more fist size and a handful of medium-sized gems.
Excellent.
And
Javon, where are you going to put that gem?
the size of
Sorry,
your
kid, there.
body.
Yeah, right.
She's just like hugging it. She's like,
Yeah.
I did not know, but I will find a use for it somehow. Cradling it like a baby.
And Carrie, you said I get 360 gold? Is that how much?
You yourself got 360, yep.
All right.
So that pulled 170.
I'll just
Um,
Bulldog, do you want to pick up the chest of gold?
Is that the one that Marway said
It's not real.
not to touch?
Oh.
It's the funny
you.
money.
It's got illusory magic that Maraway saw.
What's
I
what's
mean, if you
underneath
have
the
to go-
legendary magic?
If you want to go touch it, you can.
I definitely will with my 1 HP.
I'm gonna, if he's doing that, I'm gonna give him legacy resistance for saving throws.
Try to reach through the illusion, see what's there.
Okay, yeah. The chest is not illusory. It appears the gold was. Your paw just floats through the gold, and lands on a very small. It feels like a coin. And you pull it out, and it's a metal ring inlaid with glass.
I got a pretty shiny ring.
Not inlaid, but it's almost like a lens.
Oh, let's kind of look it up.
Yeah. You can't really tell what it does. Like, you look through it, it's just like glass. Looks like
Is
a
it
lens.
magical?
Distorts things a little bit. Marway, you see that it is strongly magical. Let me look up what kind.
Ooh.
I don't have the types of magic memorized, and I probably should.
No DM does. They all funny.
We just make it up as we go.
We really do.
And then people are like, wait, wouldn't that effect be conjuration? And it's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
This is a special version.
Don't second guess me.
Okay, it is enchantment magic.
Enchantment?
Well, I'm not touching that thing, that's for sure.
No, I'll hold on to it for now, I guess. Whatever.
Really divination magic. Yeah.
Divination.
Oh,
divination.
just kidding. Give me.
I lied. Definitely divination. Okay.
I think I know what this might possibly. I have approximate knowledge of what it might do.
Does it help me punch better?
I want to take it from Zara and look at my own staff through it. Does it tell me what kind of magic's on my staff?
No, it does not.
Okay, it doesn't do anything like what I thought it would.
Marwa,
you back.
you just like set it down on the table and like leave it for Zada, and in that moment it like sinks into the table just an inch,
I broke it.
and you can peer through like as if it's a peephole in the table
That's
now.
fun.
I
Pretty
do
fun.
not think this is the kind of thing that Zata needs. Or
That's exactly what I
Serafina.
need.
I like to think Seraphina's like, I want it.
This does
But
seem like
at the
Seraphina
same
thing.
time, I'm a little curious as the kind of fun we can have. And I'm going to pick it back up out of the table and give it to Serafina.
Perfect.
All right,
Seraphina gladly takes it.
I'll add it to her inventory now.
All right, so we've pillaged this vault and we've gotten the chains that Silvok wanted. How about we get the hell out of the hells?
Yes, please. I'm tired of this wet cave.
I think it's been a rather fun, eventful field trip.
So did you just like put on the chain? Should we try it on? See what it does?
Question. Have you described to us, because I can't remember if you've done this in-game or not, have you described to us what each of the Unwelcomed One logos look like? I can't remember if Archangel did or not.
I don't think he did.
Okay. Well, shit.
But
I
you can
know
go ahead and
what
roll.
Zara-
You can go ahead and roll a religion check to look at it. You had Zada's the only one who's rolled so far, or investigated it.
I would know nothing of it.
I know
Morrowind would have
Ares.
no knowledge.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not Ares. Gillian, did you want to roll to try and figure out what is on the clasp as they're talking about it?
Because you said it was like a forest type thing with two trails.
Mm-hmm. Like a single road that then diverges into two separate trails.
Does this possibly look like hands? Is it actually a forest, or does it look? Could it be hands?
No,
No.
it's definitely not hands.
Well, shit. Just kidding. I don't know anything.
What kind of roll would I go for?
Religion or history.
All right, I'll do history. 17 for history.
Okay, that's enough. You recognize this, Killian, as the symbol of the goddess Uleni. She is, you know her as the goddess of chaos and choice and freedom. And now that you're looking closely at it, you notice that as soon as you laid eyes on it, when Sada pulled it back out and they started talking about it and you came over to investigate, the pain that's been in your eyes for the last few days is gone. And this like rush of euphoria of pain erased kind of washes over you. This relief of the pain in your divine eye finally kind of dissipating a little bit for a moment as you keep your eyes on this symbol.
This is the symbol of the god Uleni.
Oh.
Chaos, choice, freedom. Well, kind of weird that the goddess of freedom would be used for these chains of obedience.
Right. Maybe she's a kinky goddess. I don't know.
Seraphina, do you know anything?
She's pretending to look at gems, not making eye contact.
You don't think that maybe one of her artifacts was corrupted or something, do you?
I mean, just one way to find out. Let me just put it on. Hold on 1 second. This
Oh.
goes here. This goes on like this. Clasp
I do not
here.
stop him.
Okay, do you really put it on?
Why not?
Okay.
I said I did it.
Let's find out.
Yeah, the clasp, the whole chain system. As soon as the clasp is once again sealed, and clasped onto you, the chain just sort of again shimmers a little bit more than it was when it was unclasped. It's just kind of like bubbling with this divine energy. And you're talking and you're like, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't really feel like much. And as you like gesticulate with your paws, you feel this like handle slam down into one of your hands, and this chained whip falls from the handle.
Oh,
And it's like fractal. This chain of the whip is like fractal light, and it like is constantly unclasping and clasping and reforming and unlinking itself and relinking, and it's just this constantly moving fractal chain whip weapon that you're holding. Also glowing with the same kind of divine light as the chains that you're wearing.
well, I mean, I'm not a whips and chains kind of guy, but that seems like a Seraphina or a Killian kind of a thing.
I'd say yeah, specifically the guy with the whip. It makes sense for him.
Oh, he was going to embrace his inner BDSM. Got it.
Oh, Killian's always.
It's always been embraced, my friend.
It's been in him the whole time.
It's been in you this whole time.
Here, let me see that, Zada.
Yeah, sure. Let me just take this off. The chain links get stuck in the fur. It hurts like fuck.
There's a lot of fur in this process. It's like really stuck. They have to help pick it out. But you do eventually get off, and as soon as the clasp is undone, the chain disappears from your hand. The whip. Killian, are you gonna put it on, or you just take the whole? Take it?
I'll put it on.
Okay. Yeah, same thing. It glows warmly against your skin as soon as you clasp on this body chain, and you like try a couple times to like summon the whip, try and do what Sada was doing now.
Spider-Man.
And eventually, you just kind of you take a breath, you pray to Isis, to Elene, and this whip appears in your hand. The whip handle, made of obsidian stone. This handle that then turns into a long chain whip.
This is
It's a
pretty
good look.
cool,
It's a good look for you, Killian.
right? And I'll begin like flourishing it, kind of start like getting into being able to build momentum and crack it.
Yeah, it's muscle memory for you. It's heavier, but the way that the light refracts and that it's so fractal, it takes a second for you to really get a feel for using a chain as opposed to like a leather whip. But you go through the movements and you change up your speed a bit. And you start to be able to flourish it and whip it, and it lets out this extremely loud crack.
Ooh.
And you hear all at once, sort of outside of the doorway, the sound of armored knees hitting stone.
Oh,
Oh shit.
looks like you have
Think-
some minions.
I think I get why they call these the chains of command. Shall we head outside then? See what all the noise is about?
I gotta see this.
Oh,
Did the door open back up?
It did open back up after he died.
Okay.
The devil died. Yeah, okay, you guys head out that door, and across the bridge, it appears some of the lesser devils were starting to try and come across to get it back into the room to find out what was happening. But it would appear at this point they are all in a knelt, bowed position, holding their various weapons, their pitchforks, all these things, sort of against their chest, horizontally in a sort of salute and a bow. Sort of dropped where they were standing or walking. And the one in the very front looks up and says, "A new commander takes the chain." And the rest of them drop their bang their weapons onto the ground twice and put them back in the salute. Heads bowed.
Killian will hold up the whip very ceremoniously and just give it like a large, loud crack. And I don't know how it works, if it's mentally or anything like that, but I'll crack the whip and just yell out, "Make way for us. We're leaving."
And they do. They all almost in unison, as a well-trained legion does, although this is a small sort of platoon that's just in here that was sent to guard this vault. Stand up. Stand out of the way. Weapons down. Heads high.
And
you have
I'll
you have a path.
After you, Commander.
all right, let's go, everyone.
As we're leaving, I would very much like to look for that one specific demon with the way too many Z's in his name. As
Zez-
is his name.
You want to know that? Alright. You go and look for Zez. Yeah, he was just,
Is
he's
he
fluttering.
Oh
He's
my God.
fluttering, but in the same sort of salute stance as the rest of them.
Aitos, here's our chance. Should we take him?
I'm sure Serafina would love a new friend, but maybe our party's grown a little too large. But if you really like him, maybe you should ask.
I don't know. Taking him from his home. I know how hard that can be. We'll let him stay. He seems so happy here. And then I like poke at his belly and keep walking.
He is
Bula
having a
just
very
comes-
sexy time here.
Bula comes up behind Mara Way. She just says, "Leave it."
As says, "You beat Big Sexy. Nice. Good. You new commanders now.
Mhm.
What do you do with us? Some sexy skin peeling, maybe?"
We're gonna go talk to your old boss, and he's gonna see what you're gonna do with you guys.
Old boss. Sexy old boss.
Yeah.
Very sexy, yes. On that, we can agree.
He seems pleased. Okay. You make your way out of the vault. Back up to the surface.
Mhm.
Yeah, no one tries to stop you whenever people cross your path in the halls. People,
gonna-
demons, devils, they stop and salute and make way.
And as soon as we get outside, Killian's gonna like put the chain, the whip out first, and like look outside, make sure the chains of the house
Oh, the
aren't
other
gonna attack us. I'll just yell out, "Don't attack us!"
They do not appear to be worried about people leaving the vault.
All right,
The chains
we're
stay
good.
put.
We're good to go.
Alrighty. And you make your way back to, you make your way through the waypoint, back to where you initially met with Solvok, who is just sitting cross-legged, literally drinking like from a porcelain teacup, waiting for you all to come back.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be a tea party.
He says, welcome back. I think it's clear you were successful. I think I've barked up the correct tree this time,
Problem.
Problem?
No problems. No problems. Did it
Nope.
easy.
Oh, fabulous. Fabulous.
Now we
Well.
dispatched your last general, and as you can see, we have the chains.
May I? Holds his hand out for them. See, here's the deal that we made. I asked you to retrieve them. I didn't say I needed them. I said you were going to command my armies. Not me. They're yours. Until our contract is over. I would just like to gloat for a moment.
Killian will, well, unclasp all that stuff. All the stuff. It's like, give me a second.
You don't have fur that it sticks in, luckily. He kind of holds it up to light and he says, "It's been an eon since I've seen it. It's as beautiful as ever, don't you agree?" It has an interesting story. Legend, more like. I don't really know if it's true. It's supposed to have been the only thing ever won in a contract successfully made against a Celestial. And the secret of it is, no one has to obey the holder. They just do because they find it respectful. Kind of like runs long fingers over the delicate chain. And he takes one more look at Yuleni's symbol and says, "It's not as impressive as I remember, really. Have fun with it. Use it wisely." And hands it over.
When you mean it was won from a celestial, what do you mean by that?
Well, what they say is that some devil, some age ago, maybe even one still around, but no one... Some people claim to be that devil. I don't believe that it's anybody living. Managed to make a deal with a Celestial. Before the Daanic War, before everything went to shit. And that this is what he managed to swindle out of her. That Uleni herself lost this in a deal that she didn't read the fine print on. Which is the most respectable thing a devil could possibly pull off. Pulling a deal over on a goddess. That's what they say anyway. I'm not sure how true it is. But the power, it's all in the heads of the people. Like most power. Have you seen the whip that comes with it? That's nice.
It is pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie. It is quite the upgrade on my leather whip.
I hope you have some fun with it. He winks at Seraphina. He says, "Well, you've met your end of the bargain. I believe it's time I allow you safe passage back to Dion, where I dare not tread yet, but I believe you know your role in everything."
Can you like drop us off at the city? Is that like something you can do?
Can we get a ride?
Which city?
Ozalid, I
The one
believe.
with the library.
Mm.
The one with the library. I don't
Athenaeum.
remember. Yes, yeah, Athenaeum. That was it.
And he kind of absent-mindedly, like a little bit annoyed that you're being specific about the amazing portal between realms that he's able to open. he casts sort of a ritual spell. It takes a while, and he's sipping his tea all the meanwhile, and a brightly lit, fiery portal eventually opens up in front of you, looking much like the one that you came through on. He says, "Well, if you need me, I would suggest going through my good friend Archangel." Funny name, isn't it? Otherwise, I'll be here, and you keep me updated.
Killian's gonna get out of the hell as soon as he can. So, just be like, "Peace out, bye."
Tilts his cup to you as you go. The rest of you follow?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Motorway's gonna walk to the portal, turn around, and give a very respectable bow. And then go through the portal.
He appears pleased and gives you a small bow back.
And Bula's
likes
right behind
to smile.
Marway. She doesn't really give any. She's just worried about watching Marway disappear through this portal and making sure that everything's okay on the other side.
Before he goes through, he'll grab Bula's hand so they can go together.
Zana will give a little wink to Solvac as he leaves.
Seraphina will turn around and blow a kiss to Solvac and then fall through the portal backwards. Very cool, very coquettish.
Alrighty. Obviously, Kittenberry follows. She winks at him, but he does not wink back at Kittenberry. And that is where we will end this arc of Dion Rising.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I see.
But
Yeah.
now we have the important player question. Did we level up?
You did level up! That
Yay!
was a deadly fight that you guys really kicked it out of the park.
The first
nailed
time a
it.
player's ever asked that, and it's actually been yes.
Right?
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Can't
Yeah,
believe
it's
it.
written.
Ugh.
I wrote it on my piece of paper before we started. This is level up.
Yeah.
We've come
Nicely
to my,
done.
my favorite level of paladin. It's
So
here.
I want
Nice.
to. I will say. So for Zada, with the Zada dice, that is 4 nat 20s that time.
Yeah,
There's
that's
2 on
wild.
concentration and 2 on the SPAC. So like I said, that dice is either super great or it's super terrible.
We
There's
had
no
so many
in-between.
ones today also.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, y'all. So, friends on Twitch will be back on the 6th for a one-shot. I hope you come and join us. It's going to be awesome possum. Otherwise, the main campaign comes back on the 13th, and we'll find out what the Knights of D20 are going to do about all these twisted plots they've found themselves in. So thank you all. Thank you for hanging out for this first part of all of this adventure.